Hey people, it's the Hot Show again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I'm with Tesh and it's your boy Eric. So how you doing, Tesh?
I'm good. I'm good. Personally, I can't complain. I'm good. We thank God for life. But in terms of United, I'm not good. I'm not good.
I beg to differ because I'm not good. The transfer window has not been kind to us. It's not been good. The Glazers have been what I can't even say it. I actually have one word for them, but I can't really say it on air. On air, yeah. So, what's your take about the whole Casemiro thing? Glazers doing this deal in the space of say 4 days. What's your take? What do you think? Are they mugging the fans? Are they just taking us for a fool? What do you think?
In general, though, I think it's just the lack of experience from our current what do you call them, the directors, or I'll say there was a limited amount of funds that was available, or lastly, they thought Ten Hag could probably get these boys playing in a certain manner within the preseason and now. So what has happened is that the first two games basically exposed what's the current quality in the team, and in that they had to what they call react, which to me I think they should have known from now, from Ragnick leaving. Ten Hag should probably done a bit of his homework prior to what they call everyone are running health as care. I think everybody here, not just the Glazers, everyone I think is accountable for what's happening now. So I think poor judgment, lack of experience, and most likely the Glazers not making the funds available might have impacted this whole fiasco we're seeing now.
Okay. What do you make about these people talking about? Oh, he's coming for the money. He's 30. He just wants to play for the money. Why would he want to come this way when Europa League? He's in the Champions League. He just decide. What do you make about all of that argument? And
It's funny because when people talk about what they call the argument of what they call age, which sometimes is valid, right? But if you're looking at Casemiro over the past what they call seasons, he does really have lots of injuries. Casemiro has been injury free for a while. Last season, I believe he played over 40 games last season. And when you're thinking about coming for the money now, that's where I want to add a different piece to it. Sancho gets paid them £350,000 a week, right? And I see currently no value is bringing to the game. Rashford gets paid over 200 and something, and it brings no value. So they're already here. We're paying them. If Casemiro can bring that value, right, to the team right now, I don't see anything wrong in paying Casemiro 350,000. I don't know what Sancho has achieved. Rashford, I know definitely. He's just what I call the Europa League and probably one or two cups here. But to me, Casemiro is a thorough professional, right? He will play. He won't down tools. So to me, I think it's, again, the price getting Casemiro might be higher than normal.
when you say one down tools, right? When Sancho was coming, we all thought, okay, he's gonna play, all right? He's gonna do his thing. But it seems to be, you know how they say when one finger is sore, it definitely spreads across the 5 fingers, right? So do you think his association with the current team players or the current players we have in the team, do you think they're gonna rub off on him where he's just gonna be acting like one of them? Like for example, Rashford. We all saw what he did last season when he came in the derby and was practically taking a nap on the pitch.
Yeah.
So do you think? Fine, I know. Okay, the money, the age. Like I actually was telling somebody, like, yo, they all play for the money.
Yeah.
McTominay plays for the money. Does that make him good? Fred plays for the money. Harry Maguire is in the club's history one of the worst captains. He plays for the money.
Yeah.
So when people talk about the money, I'm not really bothered about it, right? The Glazer wants to spend the money. Let them spend the money. They're known for actually hoarding and actually holding tight to money, not spending money, right? So if they want to spend the money and we believe this guy is going to do the job, and I say let them spend it. But what do you think he coming into this team that already has, according to Eric Ten Hag, bad attitude from the last game? Do you think that's going to rub off on him, or he's going to stand? He's going to be that different person, just the way Ronaldo is.
Yeah, so you see, right, it's again with United mentality is key, right? So Casemiro, Varane, Ronaldo, these people for sure they have different mentality. Their mentality is to win. You see, for example, you see what Ten Hag needs right now are people with those mentality. I don't think a Rashford attitude can change Casemiro. No, Casemiro on the pitch will give 100%. You can see Vera. Anytime he plays, it's 100%. Not every time he has been good, but you know the mentality is there to give 100% to the team. That's professionalism. On the pitch, respecting not just yourself, the fans traveling far and wide to come watch. They know that, right? And in Rashford scenario, Sanchez, I think their mentality is poor. It's I won't say it's today's age of footballers, right? Because Casemiro just again is still in today's age, right? But coming from a different team and the mindset built in Madrid, I don't think what's happened here can change that.
Okay. Okay. So what do you make about these old Glazers now finding funds from nowhere? It's like they had it, or they just woke up one morning and checked one of their pockets and just found out, oh, they had a check about 500 million that they haven't cashed in. What do you make about the whole sudden availability of funds? What do you make about it?
My take on that is this, right? It's the funds were always. I think the funds we're not going to emergency funds. I think the Glazers had a plan in mind whereby Ten Hag can what they call make the best of these guys. Talent is one thing.
Wait, let me cut you there. So when you say something about emergency funds, so we've only spent prior to the Casemiro deal, we've probably spent plus or minus 74 or 70 million pounds. If I let's say like about 70. Well, that's gross. I'm not putting about the net, right? I'm just saying this.
Gross, yeah.
So are you saying the Glazers had it in mind to spend about maybe 100 or 150? Because first of all, before the Casemiro deal, they were going for Anatovic and Rabiot.
Yeah.
So that would have put it at probably a cap of like 95 or 100 million. Are you saying when you say we delved into the emergency fund? Are you saying that a new manager in his first season with the current crop of players we have, having one of the worst seasons in United history, right? Are you saying the Glazers were actually thinking of just offering him just 100 million?
No, I think the Glazers basically meant to, from what I understand, right, the budget was around 100, 120 to 150. So they had it in mind to get Anthony, to get what's his name, Timber or or Martinez and Frankie De Jong, and also what they call a left back, right? So they had that in mind. When I'm seeing how things are going right now, they're looking, you know what? Because normally, if the first two games were right, we won't be going for Anthony spending 80 million offer for Anthony, right? But I think what's going now is this season can crumble before it even starts. And now, players basically they are panicking. Two things here. There's a protest, there's a viable owner. And if the season starts badly and continues right, that forces what called the Glazers, right? Because then the fans become more aggressive, which then might lead to what a hostile takeover. What they're doing now is, okay, how can we get people in place now to basically improve that season and over time window down the noise. There was also what they called concerns about the news of Eric Ten Hag walking. If Eric Ten Hag leaves his position, that basically it's already chaos, right? So there are certain things they are doing in place to prevent what might happen because they know what might happen if this continues. Now the fans are angry now, they know, but they know good performances or good results can reduce that noise, as opposed to what basically will happen if nothing is done.
So do you think with the signings, this new sign with Casemiro, let's say, because I think the Casemiro deal was one more like, okay, we've done Casemiro, you guys should slow down on this your anger, right? But do you think they're going to go for more signings, or they're just putting those news out there that we bid at 100 million for, or we want to bid 100 million for Anthony, we're gonna go get Gakpo, we're still in the race for Frankie De Jong, we're looking at the right back. Do you think all of this is going to come to fruition, or is just the Glazers doing their thing again?
I think
knowing fully well that they've had Casemiro, so that might cut them some slack.
I think the Glazers are fully aware Casemiro doesn't cut it. You can understand from the what they call Casemiro signing, there wasn't what they called excitement from anyone, right? What the Glazers I think they want to do is honestly they want the season to improve. They want players in place. They want the season to what they call, because it's already going bad.
But how do you think the Glazers want the season to improve when over for the past 17 years all they care about is just making the money and just
because why we've always been in fourth Champions League, we've always been around that what they call that place, right? So to them it's fine. But now they're seeing right the team wants change. And I think that's where it goes back to the Glazers, right? What's your business model? What's your plan? To be honest with me, they spent money in this club, but they spent it badly.
No, when you say they spent money, is the club's money.
Sorry, they spent the club's money, but they spent it badly. I can guarantee you, if Radnick was still here,
yes,
right, this money was spending, we've probably gotten the players we needed before now.
So what do you think is the Glazers' problem, that they just can't see that spending wisely? Because we know the Glazers to be people that they don't like to spend.
Yeah.
Right? They like to take dividends and all of that. What do you think is their problem? What do you think it's actually the issue here, where they don't see that spending early in the transfer window take away the Manchester United tax from the fee? Like if they had gone in for Anthony early around May when Ten Hag gave them the list, if they'd gone in for Anthony and Timber, they probably would have spent about 80 million pounds, right, for both players. As to now go, so what do you think is actually their problem? Is it that they are just bad, or they have bad advisors, or they just feel like, okay, we're gonna mock these fans, we're just gonna suck them and drain them of their cash, so we'll see if they're gonna make a noise, we try to keep them quiet. But if they don't talk, we just continue with the bad model. What do you think?
I think the Glazers actually want to make money, and making money, the club itself has to improve that.
No, we know the club has to improve, but why aren't they seeing it from the angle of, okay, if this club, the footballing aspect, because what actually got them into buying Manchester United is because of the successful years of Alex Ferguson, right? So if the club was run poorly at that time, I don't think they would have invested in, or they wouldn't have even thought about buying the club, right? Now, what do you think is the problem? Why can't they see that, okay, the success on the pitch brings more sponsors in? Because Manchester United is one of the biggest clubs in the world, with a very wide range fan base, in very tolerating fans, supporting fans. They go with the play. They support their players, right? Good, bad, ugly. But now it has come to a point where we are actually thinking, are these guys actually this dumb that they cannot know that success on the pitch bring more sponsors, jeering in turn brings more money to them? So what do you think is their problem? Are they just daft? Is there a voodoo spell on them that they can actually see beyond their noses?
If I were the Glazers, I'll sack Motor and sack everyone. You know why?
No, but
you know why?
Why?
Because I want to take money off this club.
Yeah.
But this club will actually succeed at me spending the money I'm spending now. Do you know why?
No, but you can't. If that's you're hypothetically saying, if you're the Glazers, you'd sack Motor and Arnold. But don't you think that Motor and Arnold actually want success on the pitch, and they go to these same people and say, okay, you know what? How about we back the manager with about 200 million pounds, right? And let him get his players in, and the Glazers are like, no, we have people in there to do it. Don't you think they think like that?
Again, what is happening to Man United is basically you're fixing the roof, whereby the what they call the foundation is rotten, and that's what they're doing. What they need to do right now is fix the foundation, and that's hire people that know what they're doing, competent people. It's not about spending money left, right, center. It's about having a structure from the footballing side that spreads across the whole team.
Okay, let me cut you down. Radnick actually said this team was going to need about 5, 6, 10 players, open heart surgery, right?
Yes.
Now, you said if you were Arnold or Motor, you would have if you were Glazers, you would have sacked those two.
Yeah.
Don't you think now you're talking about the foundation being secured, right? Make the foundation strong.
Yeah.
Radnick's comment was actually, quote unquote, directing towards making the foundation strong.
Yes.
but they got rid of him. Don't you think that's a higher call? That call was made from a higher guy, from the higher guys, right? Than just another motor.
I agree. It's based from a higher perspective than Mortal. I believe Ragnick will probably channel his views a bit more differently, being the manager of the club. But I can guarantee you, right? So this issue again, to be fair, goes back to the Glazers, right? They see Rashford and the rest, right, as what they call as marketing, what they call tools. So regardless of how they're performing, right, they need them to play. But these people, Rashford and the rest, they need to leave the team. To be honest with you, they need to leave.
So
they need to go to what they call a different team. And they need to sell them off the club.
So now what you're saying is, we're saying that the Glazers, Arnold, and Motor.
Yeah. So I'm saying again,
that structure. Those guys need to leave.
Let me take back, right? If the Glazers, right, if I was doing everything right, and the issues were stemming from Arnold and Motor, then fine. But now the Glazers basically they're involved. I think the idea, because I just thought now, they refuse Marshall being sold, so they have hand in hand in what they call the day-to-day. For me, I would change that model. Because
to you will change the model. So why are they not changing the model? This is 17 years already.
So again, it's advisors. There are people also in the club advising these guys.
On this pathway?
On a certain way of making money. I think they don't, to me, they don't know better. I'm not backing the Glazers here, right? But as a stupid man, someone comes to me and say, hey, Tesh, if you want, all you need is money, right? That's what you need done. So I need money. But you can get this money by doing this thing, this. It benefits not just you, benefits the fans. So I think there are people in this also giving these guys wrong advice. I can guarantee you, right? How? Because the Glazers, they are in what you call any state. You are here. Oh, I call Joel. I have guys that can do the job. I have Fletcher do the director role. So these are advisors.
No, but so invariably you are saying for the change to happen, the Glazers needs to go, not just Arnold and Motor.
The Glazers need to go, but I'm saying they can still
turn this around. Exactly,
by appointing the right people and just focus on what they call getting the money. Let the people
but if you say they need to get expert in the team,
yes,
that doesn't stop them from taking dividends. That doesn't stop them from making the wrong decisions, like not signing off the cash when they need to.
So
now because we're going to spend 100 million on Anthony, if rumors are to be believed, or if the news are to be believed, right? Yes. That's 3 players. 3 players. That's a right back, another midfielder, and probably a striker.
I want to say one thing. You think if Ragnick was here and Ragnick was in Motor's position, do you think he won't tell the Glazers that, guys, what you're seeing now with this manager, he won't turn it around? He would have told them. But I don't think he had a channel. What you're seeing now can't be turned around. Right? Again, we're going to finish. If you're waiting till the last days, you spend more money. Now, when he came, he said, buy players on first and second contracts, right? So this guy knows how to save money.
No, but he has said he buy players on first and second contract, meaning they're going to be on the cheap, right? Sometimes maybe not
they're
like
hungry,
60.
They're still affordable. Yeah.
The Glazers, they sacked him.
See, there, Eric, the question is, right, why? So if you are the CEO,
so you are saying you give them a chance if they employ expert in those areas, in those key positions.
I'll ask if the Glazers ever speak to Ragnick directly,
because they're not interested in the club.
Thank you. No. So the head basically spoke to what they call. You write a report, right? To the what they call the Glazers, right?
I bet you that report that a Motor made, right? Joel Glazers or Abraham Glazers woke up the morning, saw the report and gave it to somebody. Please read what I don't understand football terms. Read. And that guy's like, there's nothing here. It's just somebody trying to spend more money. And the Glazers like, no, you can't be spending more money. Why are you spending more money? I have Rashford. I have McTominay.
Doesn't that boil back to what they call the advisors? I'm saying.
No, it boils back to the advice, but we are saying if the Glazers don't know anything about football, if the Glazers all they care is about making money, right? And they are not looking at it from the business point of view, knowing fully well that if success on the pitch bring more success into their pocket, then they have to go.
So
like I said,
these guys they run teams though. They are sport teams, so they know that.
Well, let me get something straight. Are you saying that the Glazers should stay?
No. I'm saying, right, they should go. I'm also saying, if I were them, I can turn this around.
You've not, no, but the fans are not going to give you any more room to turn it around.
See, regardless, right, all the fans need right now is win on the pitch.
No.
If you win on the pitch,
with what I'm saying it has gone past winning on the pitch.
I can guarantee you. Let Ten Hag lose his next 5 games or next 6 games. The fans will turn on Ten Hag. The fans basically, to me, they are too divided.
No.
The one thing that brings them together is win.
So what you're saying, if we put 7, 8 good games, win good games, run good games, 7, 8 or 8 good games. Let's say in the next 7 games we win about 6 and draw 1.
Yeah.
Are you telling me the Glazer out movement is going to come to an end?
It will come to an end, but it will drop. It will. You see how it was initially, right? Mm-hmm. When Ferguson was winning, right? There was already Glazers out.
Yeah.
People were Glazers out. But was it that audible? No. It will drop, certainly. There are fans that know what? We're winning. Ten Hag. All the fans look up forward to is that Saturday, that match, that good football, that sweet football. That's what they're looking towards to. I can guarantee you, fans will start buying jerseys. Now they are not. All they need to do.
So, but now we have a viable buyer.
Yes, and that's
that we believe.
That's why
if they take over now, we don't have to worry about the Glazers out movement in another 2 years, in another year, in another 5 months, right? Because when results start going bad, the Glazers out movement is going to come back.
Yes.
Don't you think now is the time to throw our weight behind this person?
I'm 100% behind that. I throw my weight on Sir Jim, right? I basically support him 100%. He should take over. I'm just saying, the Glazers, if they were smart. Because to me, right, imagine you as a CEO, right? Why is Fletcher there? Under what qualification? No, honestly.
Okay. We're gonna have this. You're gonna come back again. And we're gonna have this discussion one other time, right? So, but all I'm saying is,
Glazers out.
Yes. I wake up from my sleep, Glazers out. I go to bed, Glazers out.
See,
because I don't think.
Viewers, please don't get me wrong. Glazers out.
I don't think at this point the Glazers can actually do anything right.
No.
I know they say you can never say never. Give somebody else. But we've given these guys over. If you want to take chances, in a year we've given these guys several chances. Now multiply that by 17 whole years. Yes. Our last trophy was 5 years or 6 years ago.
I want to ask you one question, right?
And the truth is, there's nothing you want to say. Enough is enough. The Glazers has to go.
No, I want to ask you one question, right? The Glazers basically, I think they're also doing wrong is that they're seeing current trends. They're seeing current, they're happy now. We're good. Right? Then probably Woodward then will call, man, everything is good. Imagine hiring Solskjaer.
Mm-hmm.
While we're winning, fans were saying, and I can say one guy, Sahid, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was saying, this is freestyle football. And that's not
sustainable.
If you have experts that know their jobs in there, they will tell the Glazers for sure, this is not sustainable.
So you are saying that you are actually giving the Glazers a way out to turn this around.
Yes.
In favor of success on the pitch.
Yes.
And success on how they run the club.
And then
or rightly running the club or properly running the club,
and
right?
Start paying the debt as well.
But guess what? Newsflash, breaking news, exclusive, take it from me. They're not going to do it.
I agree with you.
Let's leave it at that.
I agree with you.
To me, there's no pathway for these guys to get things right. The time is now for them to go. The time is here. And I believe with what I'm seeing on social media, Manchester United fans, the supporters, they've had it up to this, not just here anymore, they've had it up to this point where they're like, you know what, win, lose or draw, throw the money around. In fact, if you like, spend £1 billion on players, right?
I agree. I'm glad, but let's be honest. If Ten Hag has won its first game 5-0, won his second game 4-0.
We're all masters in hindsight.
But
I'm saying we're all masters in hindsight. But the truth is, right now,
I agree with you. If Ten Hag had done that, I can guarantee you, everyone will be saying Ten Hag ball. There will still be Glazers out movement.
Okay.
But how amplified it is now?
Honestly, I don't care how amplified it is. Something has to give.
Yeah.
Something has to happen for something to happen, right? You know, what's the word? For every action, there's an equal and opposite. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction.
Yes.
So if there was a positive result on the pitch, maybe. But right now, that maybe has come to the case where there is no good result on the pitch. We have seen that, okay, as a result of the poor transfer window, what's happening? We've been crying out, these guys are not good, these guys are not good.
That's what I'm saying, right? It's fine. I'm saying the Glazers, right?
The Glazers are going I need to check your pocket. I need to check your bank accounts. Like, these guys actually give Glazers, money to actually be a pro for them.
You have to go. But if you want to change around, there is still a chance. All you need to do is build a proper foundation. In terms of football, make that your core principle, right? Get the right people in post, right advice in post. You can't hire people with no experience and expect. It's like you're hiring amateurs to run one of the biggest clubs in the world. You can't do that. It won't work. There's nothing you do from now till tomorrow. It will never work. But if you have the right people, imagine Ragnick was here, I can guarantee you, 6 players or 5 players, 120 million confirmed, he will do it. He can do it. It's having the right people in place. Now, if you start doing that and start paying the debt, because you can, Arsenal was bad, right? Liverpool, they're owned by Americans too, you know, right? And they were bad for a very long time. They saw it around. I'm saying these guys can if they do the right thing.
Right now, so we've come to the end of today's show. Just to give you, because in the old show we already talk about looking for profit, how to make profit off the fixtures. You can't just watch the fixtures just watching it because you're a supporter, right? For tomorrow's game, what do you think? Who do you think is gonna win? Or what's your take on the where you gonna put your money on? Where you gonna try to make profit from?
For United Liverpool, you mean?
Yes. Your prediction. What do you think?
3-1 to Liverpool, and it hurts me to say that.
Okay, so he's saying 3-1 to Liverpool. Liverpool gonna win by 3-1. Going by that prediction, what do you think? Where do you think your people, your viewers should put their money on Liverpool?
Again, put your money on Liverpool. I would say draw Liverpool, the draw or Liverpool wins. Right, so that's what I put it at. But for me, honestly, Liverpool will win and probably put the game over 1.5.
Okay, for me, I'm gonna say for on a $20 wager, you're gonna take 9 corners. If you're gonna use Bet365 same game parlay, you take over 9 corners, both teams to get a yellow card, and Man U to win. Or Man U to win or draw. So that's a double chance. Over 9 corners, both teams to get 2 yellow cards actually, 2 yellow cards, and Man U to win or draw at a $20 wager.
This guy is a spiritual.
At a $20 wager, that should give you double or if not triple your money. Guys, we've come to the end of today's show. We're gonna see you next time. Peace.
Have a good one. Bye.